Jay, in the past, in the Black community specifically, we haven't had a lot of control over how our stories were told. Today, that seems to be different. What's changed?
Knowledge, information. I mean, again, in this country, this country's still young. A lot of countries are hundreds and thousands of years old. It's like a couple, it's not even 300 years for America right now. So, and black people are 100 and so years removed from being slaves. You know what I mean? So the needle is moving ever so slowly, but it's moving. And but having the internet and social media and things of that nature, it makes it easier for people to do the things that they want to do. And I think that a lot of people in the black community want to tell their stories and actually take ownership over their stories and their IP and their creativity. And these things are bound to happen. As long as you keep living, it's bound to happen. You can't keep people down for too long. Now, again, when you talk about lifespan, yeah, it's just a long time when you talk about hundreds of years, but you would think that America been here for 2,000 years, not 200 years. The way how it's impacted. But when you really look at it, this country is very, very young. And so a lot of things are young. A lot of black people having the type of money that they have in this country, that's not new. I mean, that's not an old thing. That is new. You know what I mean? That's not 100 years. You know, you started around the 20s, getting to it. So yeah, you right at 100 years of people starting to see money. But at this rate, how many people are making a lot of money as black people in America? It was never at this alarming rate. You know what I mean? So people are making informed decisions. It's a lot of examples out there now. When you have the Oprah Winfrey's of the world, the Tyler Perry's of the world, the LeBron James of the world, Michael Jordan's. These are people who have created things from scratch. The Jay-Z's, the Russell Simmons. These people like created something from scratch out of nowhere, especially with things that they're like, who thought a guy who's doing plays, a black guy doing plays in the South is going to be this? Or this thing called hip hop 30 years ago, which it was 50 years ago, but 30 years ago when it really started making money for people and changing people's lives, it's like you didn't see it. And so nobody couldn't really tell you what it was going to be because they didn't know. There was no precedent set for it. We're still in the time of setting precedents. What we're doing now and what we've done over the last 30 years is starting to set precedents for what people are going to do. So it's going to be amazing to see and what our children are able to do creatively. But yeah, it's just this country is young, and the black people being in the middle class or in the 1% is a new thing in this country. It's a new thing in this country, and I think that is going to continue to grow. And so it'd be amazing to see what happens.